Hey, welcome to the Ask Jason Question series. Hope everybody is doing well. Seems the country is reopening and we're always getting the news on the pandemic, so hopefully that'll continue to shrink. So on the Ask Jason Question series, what we've been doing lately is just offering up thoughts about the situation we're in, not necessarily answering particular questions, but just helping you look at your firm and your business in a whole new way. And so we're going to talk about changed markets today. But before we do, I just want to say thank you to Bill.com. They're a sponsor of the Ask Jason Question series, and our firm's been using them forever. They have an AI-enabled platform that starts to learn your business, and it's, somewhat recently redesigned and easier to find things, international payments. They're adding new countries all the time. So thank you, Bill.com, for being really a foundation of how we do controllership work in our virtual firm. So to talk about change market, this was interesting. I saw Adam Grant on LinkedIn. He's an author of Give or Take. And here's what he said. He said, a skill I never expected to see on our son's kindergarten report card: can independently mute and unmute himself when requested to do so. Maybe we should add this to performance reviews. I know a few adults who are still struggling with this. And though that's actually pretty funny, that's on his kid's kindergarten, report card, what it is a sign that our world has changed. Actually, skills, our ability to have different skills are changing, are going to change in ways we don't anticipate. And we've been leading webinars where we've been talking about coming out of this pandemic, it's not going to be business as usual. So that's not what we're going to experience when we come out of this. And not everybody fully understands what is it going to look like. Well, the world is going to be different, and we know that. If you work virtually, you may not work virtually anymore. If you've never worked virtually, you may work virtually indefinitely now. Just weird things are starting to happen. And this market is really fluffy and chaotic, and we can't figure out how it's working. So we are walking into a place where the world is going to be different, and we've been saying that's a changed market. The market's been changed. The globe, the world has been changed forever. So you're not going to go back to business as usual. So I want to ask you some of these questions. What does a changed market look like for you? And if you're like us, you may not know. So maybe a better question is, how do you learn to watch this market and figure out how it's going to be changed? Little comments like this from Adam Grant is just a really small sign that the world is different. Kindergarten report cards, they're just different now. They don't look the same than they always have. So what does a changed market look like for you? What would you like it to look like is a question. What do you hope it'll be? And then maybe another question you can ask yourself is, with a changed market, you get to be a different firm and a different business. So what do you want to become? You get to rethink and reimagine your company and your firm in different ways. I think you do get to do that. And in a sense, that's scary, right? You feel like maybe you're starting over. But in another sense, it can be exciting, because what you've never been able to become, you can be that now, because a market may let you. You may be watching your market, this ideal target client base that you want to serve. Like we serve creative digital design and marketing agencies. We got to learn how they're changing, what their needs are, what their desire for the deep financial support and growth consulting we provide. We got to watch our market and figure out what they're all about. They may allow brand new innovations to come into their lives in ways they wouldn't have before, and maybe we're a firm that can do that. And so these are the things you need to be thinking about. And I just want to put them in your head so that you're starting to think, what do you get to do in a changed market? You really do need to spend some time thinking about it. My partner and I are taking a day, and we're going to reimagine the businesses. Not really reimagine them, but we're going to think through how they're strong and the things we should do in a stronger way moving forward. So we suggest you do that too. So thank you, Bill.com, for sponsoring our Ask Jason, and we appreciate you following us. So I look forward to seeing what you can do in a changed market. We'll be right there with you. So take care. Have a safe and great week. We'll see you.